Yo, what's going on, Vikings fans? Skol side back again. I am about 15 minutes fresh off that Bears loss. Instead of going live, I'm going to be going live tonight. I'm going to be giving you guys my full raw reaction game recap because I am slowly losing my mind with this football team. Terrible game today. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. If you guys are new here, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, Purple Pain. We got to get through this together. Let's get to 800 subs soon. Leave a like on the video, comment down below. But let's figure out what the hell just happened versus Chicago Bears. All right, the first person I want to talk about. Normally, I'm going to do who showed up, who didn't, and I'll make that video tomorrow on a Monday. However, I'm just going to be talking about the game. First thing, I need to talk about one specific play that really just drove me absolutely mad. Cameron Dantzler, he gets this huge interception on Mitch Trubisky as they're knocking on the door. The knock is out of the playoffs. It is 30-27, and you have 2 minutes left, or 2 minutes and 30 seconds left with your timeouts, 2 timeouts to go get 3. You know, you've been moving the ball all game long, and you have a chance here. You have a chance. Go get 7, go get 3, tie this game up, get the overtime, anything can happen. They come out of that timeout. Keep this in mind. Yes, they've been running the ball all over the Bears, but the drive before that, they marched up and down the field, passing the football. You come out, Gary Kubiak. You come out. This is not 1970. You come out, run the ball up the middle to Dalvin Cook. And then your next read is check down to Dalvin Cook. And then the one after that, oh, we're going to run the ball up the middle again. I mean, that is incredible. And then you go 4th down, and then you have Thielen matched up. I'm gonna actually throw the picture up on the screen right now. See, there's a cornerback 8 yards off Adam Thielen. It's a simple out route. So you run this play action boot, and you had Jefferson open wide open middle of the field, but you just can't get him the ball. You just can't get him the ball because they don't block a certain guy. Absolutely incredible. I mean, that drive embodies my problem with the Minnesota Vikings. We have talent on the field. I'm not even mad about that. But when you're calling those play calls, just the most vanilla play, halfback dive, PA bootleg, I mean, it is absolutely incredible. It looks like somebody's calling plays off Madden football. I mean, yes, you put up 27 points, but it shouldn't be that hard. You have all this talent. You have all of this. Go finish the damn game. I'm going to stick with offense right now. Irv Smith needs to catch the ball. I mean, that's unexcusable. I mean, you have a chance to cut the lead significantly before the end of the half. Make it a 20-14 game instead of a 20-10 game. It changes the landscape. I mean, it changes the whole mindset of the game. You catch that ball, then the Vikings got a touchdown right after half. We're sitting there with the lead in the third quarter. Instead of having to be 20-17, it's 21-20, us in the lead. You got to catch the ball. I mean, it's just this whole year. That game just really embodies the Vikings as a whole this year. You know, you finally play a clean game on special teams. You finally hit your kicks. You finally aren't getting these mind-boggling penalties. But then there are just certain times with this offense, and I'm looking at this talent on the field. Irv Smith, Conklin looks great. Dalvin Cook, Madison, you got decent offensive line, and that's what you call. You have a chance to go get a field goal. You have a chance to go take the lead in your own building against a division rival, and you go run, check down, run, some bullshit play action on 4th down. Absolutely incredible from the Vikings. Absolutely incredible. Gary Kubiak, that was probably one of the worst. Can we just talk about game-winning drives this year? Game-winning drives, like when you have a chance. How many times have the Vikings had a chance? They had one against Tennessee. Bradbury snaps the ball over the head. They had one against Seattle. Madison doesn't go 1 yard right, or else we have a win there. They had another chance against Dallas. That didn't go as planned because Jefferson dropped a little short drag route. And it is just over and over again with this football team where they have chances to win games and they just do not know how to close. And it's Gary Kubiak. It's Kirk Cousins not avoiding certain sacks early on in the game. I can't get mad at Kirk right now as mad as I want to because I am just so furious with the play calling today. All right, moving on to the defense today. Offense, you know what? You scored 27. You gave yourself a chance to win. Yes, you were terrible down late, and that's when it really matters the most. That's when Super Bowls are won. That's when Tom Brady's his best. That's when Patrick Mahomes is the best. That's when these elite quarterbacks take your time and make big plays. And yes, he puts up great fourth quarter passing, but he hasn't finished yet. Gary Kubiak and Cousins need to work on that immensely. Defensive side of the ball. I can sit here and you know what? I could take the easy way out. And I could come here and say, you know what, guys? We didn't have Danielle Hunter. We didn't have Eric Kendricks. We didn't have Barr. We didn't have Michael Pierce. And I could come here and I could be like, you know what? We're going to blame it on that. And I'm going to not hold these players accountable. I'm not going to hold Mike Zimmer accountable. You do not let David Montgomery and the Chicago Bears run for 200 yards. I don't care who's on the field. You still have Harrison Smith, Dantzler, Gladney. You still got your guys you love, DJ Wonnum, Ifedi. Somebody make a play. Come up with some sort of scheme. Run blitz more. I mean, how many times did we blitz today on third down? Bears were 6 of 12 on third down. Sitting in the pocket easy. It was just easy for the Bears the entire game. Mitch Trubisky, he played okay the entire game. He played okay. And then he threw the pick at the end. That wasn't, I mean, Dantzler made a good play, but that was just Trubisky being Trubisky. He'll make a dumb play like that every game, like once a game. But you let the Bears offensive line push you around the entire football game. The entire football game, the Bears offensive line pushed the Vikings defensive line 5 yards back. You look at the line of scrimmage. You probably look. It probably just starts slowly going back as the game goes on. They got tired. They got ran all over. Bears came in. Props to them. They came in here on offense and said, we're going to punch you in the mouth the entire game long. And it was started off the first running play of the game with David Montgomery up the middle on the second drive. That set the tone. The Bears came in here with a plan. They said, we're going to run the ball over this team, and we're going to play enough defense to get a win. And you know what? Their defense didn't even play that good today. They were missing a couple guys in the secondary, but everybody's missing guys right now. Bears defense, honestly, their offense and their running game, that offensive line and running back, shout out to them. But the Vikings formed no resistance. That's the thing with this defense. I get you have players out. I'm not expecting you to hold this team to under 20. I'm not expecting that. I'm just hoping for you to get stops. And yeah, they got stops late when everybody in the world knows the Bears are going to run the ball. Congrats. How about through the first through third quarter, get a stop? They didn't, because they were getting shoved around the entire game long in the trenches. Also on the fourth down in the third quarter, Mike Zimmer and Gary Kubiak, they whip up a halfback draw. A halfback or dive. They whip up a halfback dive. Gets shut. Let's just think about this. This is not rocket science. I don't have any game-breaking info that you guys don't have at home or Mike Zimmer and Gary Kubiak don't have. You have the Bears front seven, possibly one of the best front sevens in all football. They got Roquan there, Akeem Hicks, Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn. 98-90 were having great games. And you have a huge fourth down in your territory. First off, props for having the balls to go for it. I like being aggressive like that. But you run a halfback dive. A halfback dive. Are you kidding me right now? Gary Kubiak, you're telling me you looked at the play sheet. You're going, all right, let's see here. We got 4th and 1, big play call. I'm not going to come out with anything fancy. Let's just man up and let's just run a halfback dive. Are you kidding me right now? Like, be honest. Are you kidding me? That loss embodies the Minnesota Vikings season. There's my rant about the game. Going live every night this week. Be there if you guys want. Purple pain, baby. Purple pain. Catch you guys next time. Skol Vikes. If you're new here, sub. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below. I don't think it'll ever get easier, man. See you guys next time. Skol Vikes.